Alright, so I'm gonna play through Pillars of Eternity, I think. So, I'm gonna do it online. And I wanted to start right now, because I'm not tired. Well, let me throw a pause on some of the music, so... Alright. You know them boys over at Paradox? Yeah. I did not support it. I did Wasteland 2. I didn't have money to do both at the same time, so... Ended up with Pillars. Yeah. So, let's take a look. Bloops, lippity dip. Alright. New game. Normal. Helper features. Yeah, let's just do a straight up. Hey now. I'm just gonna normal. If you're unfamiliar with the story, it's pretty cool. I've always enjoyed Obsidian's work. They're a very interesting company when it comes to role playing. They have okay. Through their sneak attack ability, rogues have the highest weapon damage output of any class. Whenever rogues hit enemies who have afflictions that qualify for sneak attacks, they'll automatically do extra damage. Word. Go ahead and load. You know, loading. Anybody else has
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness.
Oh shit, yeah.
But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Ticks. Alright, so here's a little introductory part. You make a character. Okay, I'm gonna be a male. Badoop doops. Dip 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 doo. Not really gonna power game here, so I'm just kind of looking at who we got. Let's go ahead and just say this for right now. Yeah, cool. And then alright, that, whatever. Okay. So now I'm positive that you'll have all sorts of people in your party, but who should I start with here? Like, these things are pretty self-explanatory. The barbarian, the paladin, the wizard, rogue, ranger, priest. Alright, so chanter. In every culture across Eora, there are chanters. Many historians consider chanters to be most ancient workers of magic, their hallowed phrases stirring the collective memory of wayward souls around them, compelling them to generate magical effects, to generate magical effects in a kind of reenactment. In some societies, chanters form organized groups of storytellers and researchers, but in most parts of the world, they are just a time-honored part of local folk tradition. Okay, so they're what, bards? Yep. Whatever. So, okay, Cipher. Ciphers directly contact and manipulate another person's soul and say, well, I mean, that probably is pretty cool. Like a booster. Whatever. Druid. What we got for monks? Uh-oh. See, this is the problem with me. I'm obsessed with playing monks ever since I played first edition D&D as a Kitterino. And, so yeah, we're gonna do that. I don't even give a shit. I wonder, okay, starting ability, transcendent, endurance, health, accuracy, one. So what are monks like thing, you know? Stealth, athletics, and survival. So then, you know, we go back to race and we take a look. So resolve and might, dex, constitution, dex, perception, resolve. See, that's dex, intellect. I'm kind of thinking human monk maybe, but let's see. Accuracy and damage, or once per encounter. Folk to game. Okay, so this is the same thing every time, basically. We'll be this guy. We'll be a monk. So, I gotta pick one of these. Monk's hands become a frenzied blur of attacks, increase their attack rate for a brief period, or spell the exploits share bonds unit for suffering between all beings. The initial target is hit with a powerful blow. It does crush damage and come behind the target. So, okay, so basically we have the choice of attack speed or a cone attack. I'm gonna go with the attack speed initially. I don't know if that's a mistake or not. So I'm thinking these are the primary points for these guys. If I can. So, okay. Okay, but like, let's say for instance that there was a race that had Dex and Constitution. There's Dex. Okay, see, that's not them, huh? Well, let's. So, I mean, I like the idea. So, okay, really, I mean, you know, we can get Dex and Perception, which would be cool, I guess, but can they play monks? I mean, it's more than 4 meters away, what else? Yeah, okay, so it's just pointless, alright. Fine, yeah. We'll stick with... Yeah, okay, so we're basically... do exactly like I said before. I mean, if I wanted to get crazy, I guess I could start reducing stuff to get negatives. Oh, I don't want to do negatives. Okay, so this, I guess, is where I'm from. Oh, okay, nice. So do I want more Dex or more Con? I'm gonna go with Dex because I'm a dick. Jetfire. Obviously, I'm gonna be a Drifter. Well, Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna be a drifter, as I was, you know, kind of like Kung Fu, right? I was born to walk alone. Whew, I made up my mind. You guys know that I'm not gonna waste any more time, I assume. Hey-oh. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Do they have a, why is there not a red-headed guy if there's a red-headed option, huh? What kind of crazy crap is that? We'll just say I'm this dude. Okay, yeah, whatever. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Now I am the leader of the group.
That's what I need. Or
Steady does it.
Ready when you are.
Follow me. Ah! Easy now.
I shall lead us.
Nothing will slip past me. I'll lead the way.
My eyes are peeled.
yeah,
I've
let's
got
get
this.
in there.
Let's go!
Huh? My eyes are peeled.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Nice and slow.
Kind of creepy. I'll take it. This is Hammer. Word. Plays Hammer. We're gonna just go hurt him. Okay. Back to the music. Listen to me.
Looking fresh, taking pics. Got the DJ stunning on a mega mix. Party rocking with some pretty ass favorite chicks. Welcome to the hill.
Okay, so bushy red mustache and sagging jowls, quivers for infamous. Jesus.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
Alright.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks.
You got it, Cap.
Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
Yeah, he's looking at me frowning.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it.
Oh yeah, I
You'll
got the
be
runs.
fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. In which case you'll be dead in a day.
Don't do shit, man.
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Okay.
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Funny looking bush, no problem.
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again.
And I don't.
They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been
Mother
ransacked
Chamas.
10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pond, so I hear.
Who did build
Got
these?
different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much. Not if you hurry about your business, and not
Right.
if the weather holds up. This time of year, rain mostly, and wind.
This
There's
one's
a
pretty
different
cool.
kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick, born out of the
Bivouac.
ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never care to.
What?
They don't got Audra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days.
Yeah, word up.
The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things.
You know,
I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it.
yeah, that's
Got enough to
messed
worry
up.
about without seeing something like that.
Yeah, I'm with him on that one. That's pretty messed up.
Hold on.
I'm gonna
Take
check out these
someone with
berries,
you.
yo.
I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a
Word.
schedule to keep.
I hear you, dude.
Kalisha. Kalisha! He needs to find some spring berries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
Ah, these
What
people.
kind of guide says something like that?
Man's got a point.
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country.
Big country.
Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
I can feel it,
You heard
you
the
know.
man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Coming in the air that night. Alright, let's talk to... Okay. Oh Lord, my sword's out. Jesus, please.
Go on then, before it gets too dark.
Alright, man. Just looking for some, you know, conversation. You know, human touch. Jesus, this guy. Yeah, Demo was right. I'm pretty messed up, man. You know how to do. Alright. This guy.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Dude, did I say the stream was going anywhere? Yep. Jesus.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Oh, hell. Yeah, I got you, dude. Okay. Badoosh. Get out of here. Let's get a look. Okay, so I don't know what they're going on here about, but she's got a stab, I got a punch, so hater's gonna hate.
What you need?
Go. Punch. Oh, you enjoyed that one, did you? Haha. Take that, Frenchie. All right. Select some balls. Okay. Loot. Just take it all.
This is it.
There's that berry bush. Did I just... I think I accidentally just came directly to the... You're kind of a mystery, the rest of the caravan. Just some kind of wanderer, the way I hear it. So, let's see, what am I going to say? Happens with orphans. I burned down the orphanage you got there while I could, or I've never had a place to call home. So, alright, I'm a self-made orphan. I burned down the orphanage. A long time it's been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Radrick's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle, like the rest of the lot? Nah, I'm just passing through, man. I told you, I'm Kung Fu. It's usually the case with the big city just a little ways further up the same road. Where are you headed? Let's see. I'll probably wander for a while. I couldn't judge you for that. Half my life. Just watch yourself. If you get too far off the beaten path, these lands are wild in more ways than one, yo. Anyways, I'm wasting time here. A demon will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Deerwood, but my family's ended up in the living lands. Got a brother in Ratatouille and another in Adir. My sister in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. What can you tell me about Direwood? Not much for history. What I know, it used to be part of the Adir Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty. That's how they like it. That's how I like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. I'll have to ask my sister more about it. Why are you here? Kaliska sighs uneasily. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixamital, I guess. But I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me, so I'm here and, well, we'll see. Odima I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. Alright, let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check up on him first, slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get your water. Okay, so I accidentally kind of just ran directly to where you're supposed to go instead of like wandering around and going, "Hey man, this is some cool stuff. I need to go pick up a little bit of burned lady." You know how I do. And of course, you know, let's take a look at what we got in the old inventory. She seems set. And me, well, a guy like me doesn't need weapons. My fist are my weapons, yo. Yo! So, let's go check all this out. Maybe get into a fight. Maybe someone's mom will get scared. Ha ha ha, you get the Fresh Prince reference there. Oh yes, God, I'm litty. Let's run down here.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
And the lantern. You have gained an item. Full water skin added to the stash. This is something I thought was actually pretty cool about this game is you know, it does these kind of like choose your own adventure bits where it kind of takes your stats into consideration. So I thought that was neat. Alright. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guys barely discernible in the dim light. He no longer carries his bow. There's strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly as he moves towards you with labored breath.
Sparfle?
Kaliska frowns and says that. Sparfle's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap. Feather shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Oh, snap, yo.
Ambush!
You guys ever had your ass whooped? Have you ever seen a dream walking?
Yeah.
Well, I have. Badooch. Oh, bitch. Alright, so second wind, right? Do I not get to use it or something? Choose behavior. Okay, I'm just in control, I think is what it is, so. Shit, fine, we got these guys. Booyaka, booyaka! 619! Alright.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Let's grab this stuff. Check it all.
Yeah.
He's got nothing on the thing. There's a camp over here. Is there a way to see? Oh. Let's see what's
Nice and slow.
Oh, that's like a stealth, like disarming and check mode or something. Interesting. Alright, so check our map and we've covered some ground. There's a little bit more. What is it? Deer cap, dire cap. I don't really know if this is Deer Woods or Dire Woods, but I'm sure somebody said, and I just didn't really pay attention to it, so. I doubt it's their fault. Go down here. I think there's some jagoffs and dickweeds down here to deal with. A little bit of experience, you know. Yeah, see, we got corpse, cold to the touch. Pea-pooted ways, dark crusted. Okay, what we got around here? Do this stealth thing again. Oh, I can kind of stealth. That's right, because I'm a wanderer. Or whichever it was, the class I chose. So. Alright, can I see my skills on here, I guess? I'm sure I can. Mechanics, survival. Yeah, I see I have 2 in stealth. 1 for monk and 1 for drifter. For her, she's gonna have 0. She has 2. Okay. Oh, okay. So, what it's gonna be here is it's gonna be the skidoo. You know what I'm saying here? Why can I not do this?
What you need?
Okay, get in there. Yeah, we got this under control. These guys are awful. I mean, I'm playing on normal. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm being an asshole.
Sure.
Alright. See, he agrees. Alright, let's take a... I know how this... I kind of know how parts of this game go, so... It's not really, not really that big of a deal for me to worry about. Or, you know, actually... what the hell am I doing? It would be kind of cooler if it was like a pistol, you know? Oh, okay, cool. She just can't use it. Hatchet and axe is pretty cool though, and I'm not gonna, of course, I'm not gonna... Is she wearing... Well, she's got scale, damage resistance of 7, and it's DR6, DR5, DR5, it's a bunch of crap. As for me, I'm wearing... DR6, so yeah, whatever. And, not one weapon, so... Okay, let's get going. Is there anybody up here that needs an ass whipping before I go to the camp and get killed? Nah, obviously not killed. The hero. Well, for me, maybe. Well, speaking of which, let's hit the old quick save, but like I said, all around you lie the masked remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. Let's see what Kaliska's got going on here. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of a man you recognize as Heoden, the last of your caravan left standing. Okay, so here we get some of the stuff, right? So, lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. You will try to kill us all either way. Why make it easy? Perhaps acknowledging the astuteness of your response, he gives me a nod. Many things may happen. The only one thing be sure is if you hold your weapons, I will drain his blood upon the ground. So I say again, lay down your arms. Rush the man before he may react. See, but Hayden's not dead. He just got stabbed a little bit, you know. Alright. Now the weeping song. So what we've got right here, so we got this dude, and this dude, and more for him, we're gonna go here. For my lady friend, we're gonna go here, and for sweet Georgia Brown here, we're gonna go ahead and fire this dude up. Yeah, see, now, this is where it gets fun. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companion's now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. The man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good. Good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. Like an angry shit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel, amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across the chest and bowel, Hodima's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Hell yeah. He knows what's going down. This part's great. So yeah, here we go with the choose your own adventure stuff again. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Hayden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been fighting death lunges for Hayden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Hayden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. It does say old. Without a weapon in your hands, you can do little to help him from where you stand. Let's see, I can use Dex 15 to grab a rock and hurl it at the attacker, so we're going to do that. Your aim is true, and it hits, and the hit jars Hayden loose. Lurching to his feet, Hayden clambers up the base of the rock. So he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There's a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Your character's biography writes itself as your adventure unfolds. Check the journal tab of the quest window to see how yours has developed.
Was that?
Probably.
A Buick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
She eyes the ragged slash across Hayden's belly. Hayden's jaw tightens, he nods. Okay, so let's pause Reno here and take a look at these dudes and see if we can fix Weenus McGee up here. What is this? Okay, yep. he's fine.
How can I help?
Right.
Oh, like crying's about. So, lower level of the ruins has been blocked off by fallen rubble.
That should be far enough. But what?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
Glenfarthens, those would be the hut dwellers Adema warned you about. Look to be fangs of Gallowayne, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Adema. I think he half expected this, once we lost the main road. I don't believe that we trespassed. Odema would never allow it, but as much as the fangs are hotheads, Glenfarthens don't attack without being provoked. Either way, they saw something and got the wrong idea, or she glasses down the passageway beyond. Or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. What about everybody else in our caravan? Kaliska's lips pressed together and her chin rumples. Her voice is faint. The wheels got hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. What happened out there? Kaliska shakes her head. Windstorm. Of a kind they only get in Air Glenfarth. Damn it. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glenfarthen word is bivouac, or bivouac, or bia. But to them it's the God's way of reaping the souls of the land that shouldn't find their own way, or couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? You don't seem upset about this at all. Kaliska looks you in the eye, volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. Maybe I've seen worse too. Seen worse and kept on walking because there's nothing else to be done. And because there's other people you care about who still need you. Let's get going. Hayden takes a step forward and his knee buckles, and before anyone can catch him he stumbles to the ground, his cheek striking the time-worn cobbles. Unsteady legs, he claws his way up the wall and back to his feet, but his stance is shaky, like a sailor walking on a land after a time at sea.
Could we maybe stay here and rest a few hours? I've lost some blood. It seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
Yeah, all right.
I hate to say this, but we can't afford to stay put. Those Glenfarthens were riled about something.
Please, I just need to lie down.
Maybe you didn't hear me. We are gonna die in here if we... This'll be the end of us. No offense, but there's people out there I'd much rather die for.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
A little quick save in there.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Yeah. Anything else? Okay, so that's the... Alright, so he's wanting us to use camping supplies. Which I can't remember where those are. Water scan, those stupid berries. Do I have them maybe here? Or is it one of these things? It's this thing, right? My bad. Okay. So here we sit around the fuego. Alright.
By the gods, that's better. Damn her. She took all our water.
And that is a bummer. I don't know why she would do something so cruel to a man like me. I'm such a nice guy. Alright. I hope she made it out of here.
Yeah.
And this is just gonna suck because basically you have to choose between them, and I hate like that, but he, you know, it seems right to, you know, let a guy die or whatever because she wants to. Alright, so this is how this works, right? So there's a ton of traps over here.
Be quiet.
So we can probably stealth, but I don't know what's gonna happen, so Jesus. See, there she is. She died.
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols? Poor Kalisha.
That wasn't supposed to happen. That was not supposed to happen. Okay.
Keeping quiet.
Okay, we're gonna do one at a time. Alright. That does seem like,
Found something.
can I even disarm, I wonder? I don't think I can. I think that's a rogue only thing, right? So, ow. Ow. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Huh?
Oh. Alright, if I remember correctly, that's like... Okay, I need to stop doing that, I suppose. This guy's kind of a dong, so... Is he a,
Worth a look.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's a... Way to...
Sure.
Dude! I guess I hit the wrong button, is what it comes down to. There we go. Okay, so... Let's see. How do you...
Quiet.
I guess... Oh, okay. I guess you have to be in stealth to detect. Okay. I really hate that Kaliska just runs off and dies, but... Yeah.
They'll never know I'm here. They'll never know I'm here. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
No, it's a fire godlike thing. Okay.
They'll never know I'm here.
There's some good old-fashioned looting in here. So here's the thing about those black oozes. I think they kick ass.
Let's go!
But let's find out, shall we? Fire 'em up, boys.
Let's go!
Well, they don't kick that much ass, apparently.
Muck on the wall.
A vicious slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Let's use that water skin to clear it off, shall we? Rinse away the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it was chipped away in place, but details of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridge of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. An eye socket is empty, a gem fills the other. So there's probably a gem around here. And it's probably truly outrageous. You see what I did there? Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny too. Did you know the gem's music is contagious? Or something. I don't actually remember what it was, but I'm gonna go with that. Got some boys sneaking boys. What do you got going on here? So we will probably need to rest again eventually.
There's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either.
Let's go!
Badoosham? Oh, you got a Badoosham, right? Well, okay, well.
Keeping quiet.
Back to the stealth, I guess. That's a big spitter.
Let's go!
See, there we go. And then Get up. This guy. Yeah, there's more stuff around here there. Let me go explore a bit more and see if we can
Nice and slow.
find the gem. That could possibly be placed into that statue's face. This guy, severe burn and bruised ribs. Sorry about all that.
See what's around the corner.
God, I just want to say where fudge is made, but well, I just did, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go! Let's go!
When the stabbing's good and the weather's on.
Sure. They'll never know I'm here.
And I always wonder if I'm supposed to be nice to those, like, other little turds, or if it matters, those Zarup guys. Probably doesn't really matter that much.
Nice and slow.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and rest a little bit again. That dude's got like broke ribs and burned face. Alright. Let's get everybody back up to Happy Town here. There it is. Okay, so in the chest, where's the old miscellaneous? There, let's read this, shall we? Small folios torn in several places and blood is soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I've got my hands on a genuine Ingwithan artifact. Fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing. As far as he's concerned, he's not willing to go digging in some ruins, but if he's right about this gem leading to a hidden treasure, then that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Sealant Lee in the morning. Then it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. Oh yeah. I know exactly what he's talking about. I actually don't need to sneak to it either. Let's just go on over. My chuckle buddies here. The boys are back in town. Let's see what happens here. Alright. This is just the one. Okay.
Let's go! Let's go!
So, I mean, I got some bad news for him. Alrighty. So... Minor cloak, oh, that's sweet. Amethyst, address, hell yeah. So, let me go ahead and throw this cloak of protection on my dude. That's awesome. Yeah.
Huh?
Okay. That's totally worth it. Cloak of protection's great. So, that means, I mean, there's still, I'm not gonna go kill those little dudes. I'll just get on out of here at least. Boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. It's a pretty nice looking game, you know. Okay. Most parts. Okay, the red fill and a character's portrait, Urson's lost in. Okay. Well, this, yeah, this part's neat, but sorry, voice a little sore. Four figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or as ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out amongst them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you've ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with true protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book.
I gotcha.
Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I love that machine. Let's see. Like when for an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with Adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of Adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours, and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions. Questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now you see a man with a thick gray beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. Hammer! You awaken to find your malaise is broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits throughout your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. This is a sickness. It may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figure at the machine stands frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinder and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. You find Heoden a short distance away in a shallow lake of his own blood. His body does not stir. You are alone, far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. So, you know,
Yeah.
Heoden didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not the way he was shivering and shaking on the pavement. Y'all know what I'm saying. Oh, nice. Okay, so survival lets you pick your, like, different ranks of. That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, Dave. I like that. So it's like, I don't know, what do you... Lesser wounds, lowers the monk's wound threshold, allowing him to her to gain wounds at a faster rate. Energizes the monk's wound, modification still not immediately. Gain a wound. Okay, sure, we'll try that. And we'll say done. So, let's see what happens. This is a bad place. It's a very, very bad place. This massive structure is formed of stone, andra, and copper and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with an unusual energy. Let's get out of here, you know what I'm saying? Oh, hell yeah. As your party grows in size, you may want to change their formation. You can use the formation button on the main HUD to cycle between pre-built formations or build your own. And here we are in the woods and there's a body. It is not coming through the rye. I think I may call it here tonight because my throat is getting pretty sore.